Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lexi. If you're new to my channel, then hey. If you're existing, then hey. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is a Working Wednesday video. Working Wednesday video. So it's Working Wednesday. So these are some interview tip videos. I don't know what the hell that laugh was, but these are some interview tips. This is for my homegirl Alexia. She follows me, she watches my vlog, and she asked me for this video a long time ago, girl. It's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month. But here it goes. Girl, I literally just thought about this video today. Like, damn, Alexia did ask me that video down. But I got it up, so we good. So these are just some tips, some things I've learned along the way. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and stay tuned. So I set this up in different ways. So I did before the interview and during the interview. So I feel like it's really important just before you even do the interview, it's certain things that you need to know. And during the interview, it's certain things that you need to know as well. First thing I put was punctuality. Make sure you're leaving out on time. I started my last job. I worked there at, let's see. I'm probably like 30 minutes away from my current job. And I left out probably like an hour and a half early to get to my interview. Because you never know, especially in Atlanta, you never know like traffic. You never know what could happen. You can get a flat tire, anything could happen. So you just want to be prepared. It also shows punctuality. If you come to your interview 15 minutes early, it shows that you can come to the job on time. You don't want to get there exactly on time, or you don't want to get there like a minute late. You know, because I know where I work now, you have to find parking. So you never know. Things are just unexpected. You may have to find parking. You may not be able to find the building initially. So make sure you are arriving there on time. It's very important. Any job, no matter what job it is, dress for the job. So I don't know what type of job you're looking for, but me, I'm into beauty. So I want a beauty job. So if I go into the beauty field, I want to have my face made up. I want to show what I'm working with when I go to that job, when I go to the interview. Also, if it's fashion, show your style, show what you're wearing. If it's a business job, you know, you can just dress business, like business attire, like a white button up, black pants. That's my favorite thing to wear to interviews, just in general. I just wear a white button up and black pants. You can't go wrong with that. It's like universally, it's just classic. It's a classic look. It's nothing, I don't know, I just never wear like, I think I wear like a blazer this time when I wore it to my interview, but I normally just wear the white button down the black shirt. It's cheap. You can go get one from a thrift store if you don't have it. Research information about the job. So you need to know about the company that you want to work for. When I worked for Starbucks, I researched Starbucks and what their values were, what they believed in, and what they offered their employees. Why did I want to work there? Ask yourself that, because sometimes I feel like we get caught up in the fact of a name of a company, or oh, we like to shop there, not noticing that shopping there and working there is two different things. So what is it about this company that draws you in? Do you see yourself having a future in this company? Is this something that you want to learn while being here? Be able to express that, like, you know, I love this company. I love, like, okay, so I worked at Starbucks. He asked me, why do you want to work at Starbucks? I want to work at Starbucks because I get the same service no matter what Starbucks I go to. I always have great customer service, and I want to be able to give a customer that same, type of service. I also know that you all care about your employees. They work with some university. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Arizona State. You work with the university to give your employees free tuition, and I really value that within the company. It shows that you all care. So be able to regurgitate that information and use it to what it benefits for you. Okay? Write out questions and practice your responses. So I go on Glassdoor.com when I initially get a job or find a job or get an interview. I go on Glassdoor.com. I search like crazy. I'm talking about all interview questions. I Google it. I look up all type of stuff. I watch videos about it, and then I write those questions down, and I write out what my responses will be to those questions. Sometimes you don't get asked the same questions as the people that are online, but you want to just know, like, okay, let me see around what type of questions they're asking, and it doesn't hurt to still have a response to the questions even if they don't ask them. Know what's on your resume. I know a lot of people that lie on their resume. I think I may have lied like one time, maybe lied. Like, you know how you like put like, oh, I was here a year, you weren't really there a year, or I don't know. I feel like some people fabricate their whole resume. Know what's on there, because if they ask you like, oh, you was there such and such a year, and you like, oh no, I was there 6 months, it kind of contradicts you. So you need to make sure everything is up to date on your resume, and everything that you put on there to try to get this job, that you know what it is. Study the job description. So any job that you apply to will have a job description. It'll break down, okay, this is what the job entails. This is what we're looking for. Look for those keywords. We're looking for somebody that has great teamwork competencies. That, you know, so it'll show you. So you need to know what the job description is, so you can determine whether or not you actually fit the need for the job, and you can kind of base what the questions will be around based off of that job description. You kind of know. So say that if you're looking at a job description and it says we want someone that's a team player that that works well with others, that has great time management skills. And when they ask you in the interview, you know, what makes you a good candidate for this position? Well, you know, I am a team player. I do have good time management skills. I worked at such and such. I worked at Bank of America, and there I had to do this, this, and that. So you want to be able to give back those competencies that you see on the job description, so that you can, you know, look like you're the person for the job. Even if you're not, you can kind of come up with some ideas. Basically, with customer service, it's basically the same thing. Can you multitask? Do you know how to prioritize? Are you good with customers? So if that's what they're looking for, you can kind of have a story or a backstory to explain to them what makes you a good candidate for this position. All right. During the interview, always have a question in mind. I know for the longest time they would ask me like, yeah, do you have any questions for me? And I never had a question. This when I was younger though. But you want to have some type of question. What I like to ask is, what is the typical day for someone in this position? Or is there any room to grow within this company? And just ask questions, because it makes you look like you're more, like you want to know more about the company, and you're really in tune with the company, and you really, you know, just care. So you want to have some questions lined up. You don't want to just be like, no, I don't know. I'll even ask, like, how long have you been with the company? What are some of your favorite things about working here? What is the job culture like? What is the culture here like? You want to make sure that the company that you want to work for actually fits the culture that you want. Sometimes I feel like we take jobs and we're like, I don't really like this, I don't really like the culture here, I don't really like this, and death to taking some shit just to be taking it. Find something that you want to do, that you genuinely like doing, and build from there. I'm just a firm believer of that, because it's only time wasted when you sit there and take some job that you don't want, and the culture is bad, and it ain't the culture you want, and they don't let you off on Wednesdays, and you can only have one day off a month. You know what I'm saying? Ask these questions beforehand, before you even waste the person's time, before you waste your time. Just ask. Stay professional even if you're comfortable. So I say this because with the smaller companies, I've heard like a lot of people that I follow that are like black, they'll say like, okay, people will go jump in their DMs or email them and talk to them like they're their friend just because they're black, or just because they think they know them from social media. So this is not more so like a company, like not more so like a bigger company or like a business job, but I'm talking about like smaller companies. Always be professional. I don't care if the job is your home girl, you think that you know, somebody you follow on Instagram that you think that you know, whoever it may be. Always be professional. Be professional in your emails that you send. Don't come sending nobody no DM talking about, hey sir, hey girl, you hiring, hey girl, you looking for help? No, always be professional. Do not cross that line unless that person gives you the leeway to be like, girl, you can be yourself around me, or you kind of know that person like personally, you definitely know them, then you can. But if you don't do it. Just be professional. That's just the best bet, because you never know how a person is going to take you. You may be a good person for a job, but if you slid somebody DMs or emailed them and was like, hey girl, what's going on? They instantly get turned off. Like, no ma'am, no. Okay, so I put that if it's a group interview, don't try to outshine others. So, you know, it's always somebody like, and I've had a few group interviews, but don't try to outshine the other person answer. Kind of show that you can work as a team. Like, okay, based off of what she said, I do agree with what she said, and then give your answer. But don't try to be like the best answer and be like noticeably the best answer. Like, oh yeah, yeah, she said that, but I think. No, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Show that you are a team player. Be like, you know, Oh, yeah, she said that. I do agree with Alexis. I agree with her saying that you do have to be patient with customers and this and that, and then build on from their answer, because it just shows that you are a team player and you can work well with others. I put is have strong references. So let your references know that they are your references. I've had plenty of my friends tell me, like, people put them down as a reference, then the job calls, they don't know what the hell is going on, they don't know what they put them down as a reference for or as, because you know sometimes you put your friend on as a reference, like, oh, such and such my friend, but she gonna be my reference today, you know. So know who your references are. Write out a little list, like, okay, I can put my sister on there, I could put my auntie on there, I could put my mom on there. So write your list out. Already have your list ready. Most jobs will require a reference, and they will call that reference. So make sure you have an up-to-date number for them, and make sure that you also have an email address or something for them. Last thing I put was relax, relax, relax. It is just an interview, girl. And I know a lot of times when we want a job so bad, it's our nerves take over our body and take over what we trying to do. But it's just a job. And the job is for you. You will get the job, okay? So don't worry about it. Just make sure you practice. Make sure you study your questions and everything. And then things will flow naturally. I mean, any job that I was supposed to have, the interview always went well. Relax. If you have to say a prayer before you go in, or listen to some music that is like soothing to you on your way to the interview, you may want to do that. During the interview, one more thing during the interview, you want to ask, you know, how long will it take for me to hear something back from you? Because you don't want to be guessing, like, oh my God, where are they going to say anything to me, or how long? Just ask that question so that you can know what the process is if they have other candidates that are interested in the position. So we're going to move on to after the interview. After the interview, whatever time frame they give you, if they say, okay, we're going to give you a call on Thursday, wait till Thursday. I advise waiting until the next day, on Friday, giving them a call and you know, checking on your application. Hey, I just wanted to check on my application. So I said I would get a call back on Thursday. I haven't heard anything. You should also send a follow-up email. If you have the person's email address. If you don't, just thank them in the... I just started sending follow-up emails. Just thank them. Oh, I just want to thank you for taking time out to go ahead and to interview me today. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. It was very nice knowing you and learning more about the company. You can also send an email if you do have their email address. Send them an email. You can just Google follow-up letters for interviews and some will come up. Just thanking them for interviewing you. I thank you for interviewing me. I thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. And yeah. And then you just wait for them to give you a call back, or they'll either, you know, you can call and they'll probably get on the phone and let you know. Some jobs, I've had some jobs where they don't call and tell me that I didn't get the job. I've had some jobs call and tell me. So it just really depends on the company. Just wait it out and be patient. You got this, okay? So I hope this video was very helpful. I hope you all found it to be helpful. Yeah, so these are just my interview tips. If you have any questions or want to know anything else, comment down below. I will answer you so fast because it comes straight to my phone. Or you can email me, or you can DM me on Instagram. I hope you find this video to be helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. I love you all so much. Bye guys.